Greetings, welcome in and welcome back, Divine Infinite Light Beings. Um, we are here for a download. Yeah, I was hearing Spirit say, um, and I was feeling, you had to end a relationship before a tower hit, right? Um, you always get a feeling, a premonition, a intuition, a foresight before the tower erupts, right? Explodes, right? Um, Blows up, right? So before that moment took place, you came to the conclusion within yourself, I'm in the relationship before there even is a tower within the both of us, within our dynamic, within our relationship. So this is a love relationship. It's um feminine masculine energy, same union energy, but it is a love um, download, right? And we already established that you ended the relationship, and it's coming from the last message. And so now this person wants to know, I'm getting, you see the time, I'm getting the message, and it's, um, do you, right? And he's, I just wonder, do you ever think of me anymore? Do you? Right? And it says, I know what we had is dead and gone. Too many times I made you cry. Something, something, something. And now I'm asking myself why. And I just really want to know, do you ever think of me, right? So, Spirit is saying, within that message, you knew. Ooh, I need get my. Excuse me, y'all. So it was some distraction within the relationship. It was some distraction, right? It was something that made them throw look the other way outside of you, right? Divine infinite light beings, whether you're feminine energy or masculine energy, because I just had to stop and take my glasses off. So that's eyes. So there was something that made them look the other way outside of you, right? Um, but Spirit is saying within yourself, and remember, He said, too many times I made you cry. So within that last time that they made you cry, they opened the door, like when the last time they made you cry, they opened the door for them to never walk back through to make you cry again. You understand what Spirit is saying? Like, He said, I know our relationship is dead and gone. Too many times I made you cry. So it was that last final cry that deadened the relationship. Walked through the door and was never able to come back through. Right? And that's why in this moment, I just wonder, do you ever think of me anymore? Do you? Yeah. And they ready to act on this feeling. They ready to act on this feeling. They ready to re-enter your world. I know what we had is dead and gone. But, and some of y'all could be even, because I don't really know how far but some of y'all could be in a relationship already. and they still want to re-enter your world. But some of y'all are not in a relationship. You're in a relationship with yourself, and they want to recover what they had with you, because without you they're restless. Without you, time has stand still. It stopped. It just stopped. They said they know what y'all had is dead and gone, but they feeling like they dead and gone as well. Like, that's why they want to re-enter, right? They want to come out of this solitude. They want you to come out of this solitude. They want you to stop feeling lonely. They want you to stop being withdrawn from them, even though they know they hurt you. Well, whatever they did, well, whatever they said the last time, they made you cry. You know, it didn't even have to be anything big, but it's the build up, the boil up. I know what we had is dead and gone. Too many times I made you cry, more and more and more, over and over again, time and time again, in and out, in and out. I made you cry. So they already know you withdrawn because it didn't happen too many fucking times. Too many times. And they want to come out of this solitude. They want to stop feeling lonely without you, right? They want to stop feeling lonely. They know they made mistakes in the past. They know they made you cry too many times. They know that they broke your heart. They know they broke your heart. They know they broke your heart. That's why they wondering, you know, since they broke your heart, they wondering, do you ever even fucking just think about me? Do I ever come to mind? But it's hard not for the karmic energy to come to mind when all the karmic energy do is think of you. All I do is think of you day and night. That's all I do. I can't get you out my mind. Thinking of you all the time. All the time, girl. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah, you just a love song in their head. I'm in love, I'm in love. I think the world of you. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah, They know they hurt you, but they know you loved them. And they think the world of you. They can't get you off their fucking mind, right? That's why I just wonder. They driving me fucking batty. I tell you. I tell you. But they got a lack of vision. Like, they fears, they toxic ways, they low vibrational ass motherfucking ways keep standing in the way of their progress. Keep standing in the way of their growth. Keep standing in the way of this relationship elevating. They don't know how to get into the energy of being who they supposed to be. Fuck. With this Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Come on now. You know you broke some hearts, but you don't know how to fix it. I know what we had is dead and gone. Too many times I made you cry. Come on, Wolfie. While you just in the background having a good old time, because Wolfie in the background having a good old time, enjoying his life, not giving a fuck about a care in the world. I mean, having a good old time. And this is them in this energy right now. This is them feeling some kind of ache and pain that is out of the norm of the aches and pains that they normally felt. It's a different ache and a different pain, right? It's an unexplainable ache and an unexplainable pain, right? But that's only because too many times they made you cry. So now they gotta wonder, why did I even fucking make them cry? Right? The Woofy. Confirmation. He's running back and forth. This is them running back and forth. Wondering what they fucking gonna do to get back, how they gonna get back in your life. They going back and forth about it, back and forth about it. What if you just back and forth, having a good old time? And this how they feel about you. You just having a good old time going about your life. Yep. Yep. Going about your life. You just having a good old time going about your life. Even though they stabbed you up a couple of times, many times, too many times, I made you cry. They stabbed you up a couple, stabbed you and stabbed you and stabbed you, and stabbed you again, and then stabbed you some more, and then turned around and stabbed you again. You sucked that shit up. You sewed up them fucking war wounds, bandaged them up your motherfucking self. You didn't even pour no alcohol on that shit. You just took that pain. You just endured that loss. Right? Right after this, right? Too many times I made you cry, okay? So you made me cry one too many times. We sitting at the dinner table, you yelling at me in front of these kids, and you just make me cry. Oh, all of a sudden, come on, kids, we packing up our shit. We going to go stay over here. We gonna go get a room. We going to go get an Airbnb. We gonna do whatever we need to do, cause this motherfucker not gonna make me cry no more. I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna shed no tear. No. Some of y'all even burnt up some shit before you walked away. That last cry. Remember? Left eye. She cried that last motherfucking cry. Then she burnt that shit down. Remember that. Remember that. Somebody could be left-handed. Right? Somebody could have loved left eye. Somebody could be short like left eye. Somebody could call you shorty. Right? Confirmation. Um, Somebody could be missing a shorty, right? Um, oof. Um, but yeah, they hurt the fuck out of you, and you said, okay, I'm exhausted. You betrayed me. This relationship is a failed relationship. The time has failed. It was too many circumstances, chaos, and crisis going on when it shouldn't have been. It shouldn't have been. I shouldn't have had to pull up at your job and see you standing out there with your coworker with your hand on her ass. I shouldn't. Right? 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 I shouldn't have seen you in the grocery store with your husband and you telling me y'all not together. Right? That part. That part. Why are we at the same function and you've been telling me that you're not with this person, and you've been telling me you ain't been talking to this person, and you've been telling me this, that, and the other, and this, that, and the other, and you still hurting me? Come on now. So it had to come to an end. Why are you still chasing, doing cricket ass crimes and shit with your homies and shit when you could just go get a real job? Why you gotta be hustling when you could just go get a real job? And you told me you wasn't gonna do that no more. You told me you wasn't gonna do that no more. You told me you wasn't gonna go to jail no more. You told me you was gonna be here, provide for the family, and you did it again. And now you in jail, and you think I'm supposed to sit there and wait for you? Why? Why? Come on now. Come on now. No. You still want to hang on the corner with the gangbangers and shit after we done had these kids? We got some months and months amounts of kids and shit. Our kids growing older and you still hanging on the corner and shit. No, we got to go. We got to go. You promised me a baby. You promised me a baby. And you still ain't fulfilled your promise. But you still hanging out with your girls and shit. You ain't ready to give up your body and shit. But you know I want to air. I got to go. I got to go find me somebody who's gonna give me an air. Who's gonna make me have somebody who's gonna leave my last name. I gotta go find me that because you're not giving me that and you promised me, but you still not ready to give up your body after you done got this implant and that implant and knowing that I wanted a child. Come on now. I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna shed no more motherfucking tears. And now I just wonder when your new baby is coming, 'cause I didn't give you one. Yeah, so yeah, get all out my motherfucking business. I don't know. Somebody just said that, not me. 'Cause that ain't me. That was somebody saying get out my motherfucking business. 'Cause why is you wondering now? This is somebody that's already in a motherfucking relationship that already had the child they wanted, whether they be a feminine energy or masculine energy. Then go on ahead and went on and got married and had babies and all that, married with children and shit. And they like, get the fuck out of my motherfucking business. That's specific for somebody. Because somebody was just nosy, wanting to know when the baby was coming, or did you have the baby, or what's the baby name. Come on now. Stop being nosy. You didn't want a baby with them. You didn't want a baby with them. Past, present, and future. Goodness gracious. So they had to go get new love, real love. They were searching and they found it. And now they having a baby. And you worried about it? Cross watcher? Because this is a divine infinite light being right here. Oh, goodness gracious. King of Pentacles. Yeah. They feeling like you cold. They feeling like you cold. Right? As they ready to act on it and bring stableness to the foundation, because they wondering, this is for these that still have a chance, right? They feel like you cold, right? Right? Because they broke your heart because they broke your heart because they couldn't come up out of the past and change their fears, right? They was too careless when it came to your heart. They was too neglectful when it came to your heart, right? We got water, we got air, we got a lot of mental. So it's a lot of mental, right? They in their mind, right? We got water, um, we got Hermit, that is Virgo. So we got um we got earth, water, and air. Now we got fire, right? Right? The adventure with you was very exciting, right? Even though it was too many times they made you cry, too many times they crossed the line, too many times they disrespected you, too many times they lied and cheated on you, too many times they didn't keep their word or their promise, right? Too many times they embarrassed you, put you down, belittled you, said you weren't good enough, made it seem like you just was trife, right? Their limited potential within you, because they put limits on you. They put limits on you. They had a limited potential in you. They didn't see what you seen in them. They didn't see it in you. They only seen you as an object at the time. You were just an object. Another one of their objects. Object of my desire. You remember that song, Object of My Desire? You were their object of their desire. They desired you. You were just another object, but they desired you more than any of the other objects that were in their lives. Right? Y'all remember that song? That's a song, right? Object of My Desire. Um, I know that's a song. Who is that? um Culture Club, is that, no, not the Culture Club, was whatchamacallit, Boy George. Um um Crash, oh fuck. Where am I? The lyrics to Object of My Desire. I know that's a fucking song. Objects of My Desire. Oh, um Star Point. That's why I couldn't get the name. Who the fuck is Star Point? You glanced my way, I almost lost control. Anxiety had took hold. My body quivers, hot flashes ignite in me. Oh, moan, glancing deep into my eyes. You spoke those words. I was hypnotized. So you've been having this motherfucker hypnotized from day one. Stop playing. From day one, they've been hypnotized by you. Remember, Spirit just said you are the object of their desire. You were the main object that caught their eye. You was the object that wanted them to stop being a player. To be, my nose is itching. To be honest, right? Let me share a night in your fantasy. Oh, turn on emotion so strong, passion. Fire burns on and on. My body screams, please make love to me. This is what their body's screaming right now, because in that last message, we got that, right? You're the object of my desire. My body, ignite my fire. Object of my desire. Hey, you really turn me on. You're the object, sugar. Somebody could call you sugar. Somebody could feel like you taste like sugar. Somebody just know you are sweet, right? Of my desire. Yeah. Oh baby, ignite my fire. You turn them on. You turn them on more than anybody has ever turned them on in this lifetime, right? Hey, you really turn me on. When I go to sleep at night, see, that's why I be up. Cause when they go to sleep at night, it's just visions of you, and I'm getting these visions, I'm getting these thoughts, right? Um, me, myself, as the vessel, sitting here giving you this motherfucking message, right? I'm getting what I'm feeling, what they feeling. I feel they fire, I feel they desire, I feel all of that shit, right? So, you're the object of my desire. Hey, baby, you not my fire. Hey, you really turn me on. When I go to sleep at night, visions of you here by my side. Fireworks explode. Remember, Spirit said you had to walk away from the tower before the tower exploded. Oh, come on now, Spirit. Come on now, Spirit. Oh, where we at? Fireworks explode deep inside of me. So this is every time they got near you, you made them feel like they wanted to explode, right? Because the feelings that you made them feel. Remember, we've been getting that you touched something in them that someone never touched before. This is all coming from synchronicities from the other messages. If you have not watched them, Spirit suggests you go and watch them, right? But you've touched something in them, and every time they get next to you, they feel like they want to explode because you just ignite the fire in them, the passion in them, the drive in them, the inspiration in them, the confidence in them, the go-getter in them, the want to be all that they can be for you in them, right? Confirmation. You hear the water just came right back on, right? Confirmation, right? So um I pitch myself as your line. I pitch myself as you're lying there. We kiss each other. Now I'm really scared. So when they get next to you, believe it or not, they're in fear. They're in fear. They're in fear of your confidence, your security, your stableness, your beauty, your handsomeness, the God energy, the God body that you embody. They're in fear of all of this. It's not just a sexual thing. It's all this shit combined into this big ball of illumination that you bring to the light, right? This is what they're in fear of, because they never felt this, they never seen this, they never experienced this. Remember the venture that they love having with you, even if it was just a quiet night at home, it was a whole fucking adventure with them, right? Confirmation. We kiss, I'm scared. Too much to ask even for a fantasy. And they just thought that it was just going to be a fantasy. And see, this is what they dealing with. This is what they stuck with. Manipulation, lies, and trickery. And, this is what they're used to. This is what you did not give them. And they recognize that. They recognize that you were not giving them this toxic energy. Remember, Spirit said, you not the one. Oh no, that's the last one. That's the last message. But it all coincides. In the last message, Spirit said, you not the one that's going to be toxic. And they recognized it. You're not the one that's going to be toxic, but they stuck with somebody who is toxic, and they recognize it that this person is toxic. Before you came into the picture, they didn't realize how toxic this person was, but now they see because of you. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah. And it says, turn on my turn on emotions so strong, passions fire burn on and on, my body screams, please make love to me. Remember, and in the last message we got that they was tired of making love to their hand, right? It is what it is. um cause it cause your cause your cause cause cause. So something caused them to make them walk away, to make you cry. Something caused them, the fear caused them to do that. The fear caused them to hurt you. And then when they hurt you, they didn't know it was going to be the last time that they were going to be able to hurt you. Ooh, confirmation. Ooh, 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 ooh. So, cause you're the object of my desire, baby, you ignite my fire, the object of my desire. Hey, you really turn me on. You're the object. And it just goes on and on and on about you being the object. Baby, it says you're the object. Love somebody, love somebody, baby. Would you be mine? So they're asking you in this moment, would you be mine? Even if you were married and you separated, would you be mine again? If you were divorced, would you be mine again? If you were never married and you were just in a common law, would you be mine finally? If you were a sneaky link, would you be my girl? Like, would you be my dude? Like, hey, you really turn me on. You're the object of my desire. Oh, God. Okay. Laziness, bored, no into. See, this is how they feel right now because they're going through a tower because of this heartbreak. They're feeling lazy, they're feeling bored, they're not using their intuitive powers, right? They're feeling irresponsible and stuck and shit. they, they they're feeling like they need to have some perfectionism when it comes to you, right? When all they had to do was be themselves, and they shouldn't have been so fucking cheap with you, and they shouldn't have been dull with you, right? Remember, Spirit said even if y'all just stay home for a romantic evening, it was an adventure for them, but it was not enough for you. They should have been doing more for you than what they were doing. You were willing to wait on them, but they were not doing enough because they wouldn't release their fears. They wouldn't release their fears, and it caused conflict. It caused conflict. Oh, goodness. It caused conflict. Now you in harmony and peace with this Five of Wands in reverse. You in harmony and peace. And they wondering, do you ever think about, God, my nose, shit, y'all. They wondering, do you ever think about them? And Spirit is saying this is the truth. They need some clarity because they in confusion right now. They stressed out right now, right? Because there's miscommunication. They going through mental after mental after mental after mental, right? blocks and shit all in their way, arguments with their friends and family and shit because they had some they caused some distress between this relationship as well, right? And Spirit is saying that is the truth, right? And this is why the fuck they wondering. This is why the fuck they wondering. Oh goodness, y'all. My nose. It's gonna be sore after this. It's gonna be really sore because these downloads is fucking my nose up. In this AM message, they want to send you a message. They want to send you a message because they know they stole too much of your time, too much of your love, too much of your faith, too much of your trust, too much of your understanding, too much of your nurturing, too much of your abundance, too much of everything. They just stole. And you had to bring an end to this shit because they was a false person. Now they in bad health because of it, right? Term and labor, right? They want a new journey with you because you are their their great fortune, and they were supposed to be your official person. They were supposed to be your official person, and they chose not to be. They chose not to be. They made the choice not to be your official person. Now they're wondering, do you ever think about them? Because remember, they knew you was waiting on them. Off cold, detached. This is what the energy that they had gave you, right? And they had sex additions. Yeah, they had many editions of sex additions. They had many motherfucking editions of sex additions. Spirit just said that shit. Now they're trying to cope without you, and they want to send you a love message on top of message, and they wishing if they had one wish it'd be with it to be in the family with you because they don't want to say I don't want to say goodbye because they in their feelings. Some of them, don't want this divorce. Some of them is getting divorced because they want you. Some of them, remember you said you was tired of them being with their friends doing criminal shit. There it is, there, right? Choosing this circle, closing this circle. They choose to close the circle. They're choosing to close the circle. You heard Spirit just say it because they feeling like shit. They came to the conclusion that they're choosing to close out a cycle, right? A cycle that was a false cycle. This is fake pregnancy, so it was a false um, cycle, right? And they see true colors, right? Because the bad news that they got, right? They see the true colors now that this was false, right? Confirmation, and somebody could have had a false pregnancy, right? Somebody could have been lying about a pregnancy, right? um, or somebody had a baby and they had to get a DNA test. The baby wasn't truly your counterpart's baby, or your baby, right? Losing sleep over you. The Spirit just said that the last message. Shit, I was up at 1 a.m. because they shouldn't have never ran. Now you running. Now you know that you waited. They knew you was waiting and you got tired of waiting, so you just kind of ran away like they ran away. Like it is what it is. Um, Somebody wanted a love child with you, but it didn't have one. It didn't happen. It didn't go through. It's in the reverse. Somebody wanted a love child with you, but did not have it. We've been getting that in the last messages lately, right? What's going on with these cards? Moving on, letting go, and loving you. This is what you did. You freed yourself from this energy, and they're upset about it because they kept secrets. Now they don't want to keep any more secrets, right? And they're getting motherfucking readings on you. So as you are listening to this download, this message, they're getting readings as well, right? They're getting readings. You're getting messages. It's a difference. They don't want this separation, though. They don't want this separation. Cause that's why they wondering what the fuck you doing, who the fuck you with, where the fuck you been, right? Where the fuck you going? Divine masculine. Somebody that should have been your divine masculine. They should have been your divine masculine. They should have been married, or you shouldn't have got divorced, or it should have been. It should have been. And I just seen something, but I don't know what it was that I seen. I forgot what I seen, and I found divine masculine. So yeah, this should have been. Now they're trying to be a divine masculine, right? Or now they want their divine masculine back. Take the messages as they resonate for you. Or they want their divine feminine back, or they're trying to be a divine feminine. Take the messages as they resonate for you. Yeah, self-love. They know that you loving on yourself and they need to love. Oh, they know that you loving on yourself and they need to love on themselves, right? They know they fucked up over you, and I'm gonna leave it there. Ashe, Ashe, sending out loving, healing energy your way in this present day, whatever present day of the moment it is for you. Ashe, just keep on loving on you. Keep on loving on you, because Spirit said if it's meant to be, it will be, because this is supposed to be your official person, whether they're feminine energy or masculine energy. Y'all are supposed to come together in this lifetime. We've been getting it, message after message after message. Energy just don't change like that. Energy is what it is, and if you're stuck in that energy, we're gonna pull that energy. We're gonna feel, we're gonna pull, we're gonna get the download of what the energy truly is in the present moment, and how they truly feeling. It just don't. Yeah, a new message will come on a new topic, but this will be the same energy that's going on in the collective, because this is what's going on in the collective. It can't just be keep on these new messages come out and they don't coincide. If they don't coincide, these messages are readings. They're just reading the cards. If they don't coincide, when they coincide with messages after messages after messages, I'm picking up on true energy. Know the difference. Spirit wants somebody to know that in this moment. Know the difference between a card reading. You can just get different messages out the card reading. But when they're true downloads, it's true messages, true prophetic messages from spirit, they're going to coincide. They're going to synchronous sync in sync with each other. Okay, so just know that I'm sending out loving, healing energy your way in the present moment, whatever present moment of the day it is for you. Be elevated. Stay in your higher self. Stay being that love portal, even if you're just giving yourself that love, right? Stay being you. Stay being that authentic, raw, true, divine, light, dark, empath, loving person, giving person that you are, right? Don't change for no one. Don't change for no one. Don't change for no one, because you were born to be who you were born to be. No matter who the fuck hurt you, you gonna be who you be. And you gonna be resilient at being who the fuck you be. Ashe, Ashe.